Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to all the brothers out there pushing this word of sincerity and the truth. Shalom to the brothers, sisters, and children out there keeping this word of sincerity and the truth. Okay, I just wanted to go into a quick lesson going into this article is just kind of like it's just a sample. This is not really the Instagram post. This is a screenshot from one of the brothers on YouTube. But it had my favorite fruit on there. And I eat watermelons a lot. But this is just a small example of what the Lord, what he created and what he meant for us to enjoy. Because like at camp today, I had mentioned that the Lord created the entire earth, the herbs, the animals, the other people, the different stones, precious stones, different things that he created on this earth, trees, locations for us to enjoy. The earth is supposed to be paradise, and here it is. We down here suffering. We can't even enjoy the earth. We can't even enjoy the things Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua created for us to enjoy. But the earth is supposed to be enjoyed, and some of these things is food. Like the watermelon, that's food. That's natural nature's food, So, as seen this post, it says, eating watermelon while on an empty stomach in the morning helps hydrate the body, removing toxins, and gives radiant skin, which the radiant skin I had started to learn more about. But I eat watermelon on a daily because watermelon is my favorite fruit, and I haven't even tried all of them. But, that's another thing. We haven't even got to explore everything that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua has created. It's things that he got created that we don't know about. Food that we don't know about yet, that it's going to be discovered. Or if it's already discovered by somebody, we just don't know about it yet because we've been trapped in Babylon so long. So what I did, I'm going to get the scripture first, going into when the Lord created these things, because he came up with all these ideas of watermelons and apples, oranges, just the various different fruits that, each and every person, finds that they have their own favorites, like me personally, mine is watermelon. Somebody else's favorite fruit might be grape, strawberries, or blueberries, raspberries, whatever the case may be, apples, oranges, so on and so forth. And they all have their nutritional value, and that's real sugar, real natural sugar. Nothing's added. So this is Genesis chapter 1. I'm going to read in the AMP starting at verse 10. The powers the Most High called the dry land earth, and the gathering of the waters he called seas. And the Most High saw that this was good, pleasing, useful. And he affirmed it. He affirmed and sustained it. So when the Lord saw that he created the earth and the seas and everything, he was like, yeah, I like to keep it like this. Verse 11. So the Most High said, let the earth sprout tender vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees bearing fruit according to, limited to, consistent with their kind, whose seed is in the earth, whose seed is in them upon the earth. And it was so, because the seed of something is gonna be in itself, so it can replicate, or it can duplicate itself, replenish the earth. Just like with humans, with men, our seed is within us, so we can reproduce and bring forth children. Same with animals, the males of the animals. Their seed is in them so that they can reproduce and bring forth offspring. Same with fruits, different vegetation. Like fruits, for example, watermelon seeds. The seeds is within it, and you can eat it, and it gives you nutritional values. You eat the seeds too. Most people, they teach you to spit the black seeds out. No, you eat all of it. Give you all the nutritional value. But you eat it, or you can plant it and grow more. So it says the earth sprouted and abundantly produced vegetation, plants yielding seed according to their kind, and trees bearing fruit with seed in them according to their kind. And the Most High saw that it was good, and he affirmed and sustained it. Right. So the Lord created, he came up with all these ideas of different fruit, vegetables, vegetation, plants, everything, you name it. He came up with the idea and created it. So I went on ChatGPT And I typed in on this tab, it says, what are the benefits of eating watermelon for men? And then I got it for women. So that toast that I already said, good for hydration, removing toxins, and radiant skin. But it goes even further because, and one of the reasons why I'm going into this is because I have been, kind of learning and researching of my own accord all the benefits that come with it. But these are things that we're gonna be enjoying in the kingdom of heaven. We're gonna be eating the finest of everything that the Lord had created that He has to offer. We're gonna be eating the finest of it. And Genesis chapter 1 is just going back into the things that the Lord created, and His creation and what we were supposed to enjoy. Even like the animals, we're gonna have all types of animals at our disposal that we can enjoy. And I ain't just talking about eating now. Like, you might have a lion, a tiger, a leopard. You might have all these animals as pets, and you don't, and they're gonna have the fear of you on them. They're not gonna be attacking you or your family. They're not gonna attack none of the Israelites, and you're gonna be able to play with them. Do whatever you want. Because everything we gonna do is righteous. So when I say do whatever you want, it's automatically gonna be righteousness. It ain't gonna be nothing wicked, but you're gonna be able to do what you want with them. You're gonna have ownership over them. The earth was meant to be enjoyed, to be inhabited, and we are finna come back into that. We're literally about to come back into inhabiting the earth and enjoying it, because this is supposed to be paradise. It's not paradise. You born into this earth. You know what I'm saying? you born into this earth, and it was a bill for you to be born into this earth. It was a whole bill that has to be paid. Money has to be paid just for you being born into the earth and getting what Esau considers the proper treatment for you to become up and healthy. Like, that's oppression. Like, who would think of something like that? Your parents or whoever, your mom for sure, because you got to come out of your mama. Your mom for sure, but your parents in general is stuck. They got to pay a bill off of you being born. Yeah, or the insurance you got to pay for insurance. I'm not sure exactly how they do it now, but there's money that has to be paid. Like, all of this is madness. All of this is complete madness. So I'm gonna keep going. It says watermelon offers several health benefits that are particularly helpful for men. Here are a few. It says it's rich in citrulline, which I'm going to just, para-read it. Watermelon is a natural source of citrulline, an amino acid that has been shown to improve blood flow. So it says this can be particularly beneficial for the heart health and sexual health by improving blood flow to various parts of the body, which that's good for circulation, blood getting pumping throughout all the parts of your body. And like I said, the sexual health as well, because the blood needs to flow down there too. That's how that whole function works. With your blood flowing down there, that's how you get the erections and everything, and be, strong erections or whatever. So all of that is, and they call the watermelon nature's Viagra, for men, because that's a part of what it helps do. It says hydration and muscle recovery. Watermelon is made up of about 90% of water, making it a great way to stay hydrated, especially after physical activity. Staying hydrated helps with muscle recovery, reduces fatigue, and improves overall physical performance, which is why you see a lot of people eat watermelons after some type of sport event or something like that, because it aids in muscle recovery. It says heart health, which is watermelon contains lycopene. It's a like for the pronunciation. It's an antioxidant known for its ability to reduce oxidative stress and inflammation. So basically, it's good to help with inflammation. It says it boosts testosterone levels due to this high content of citrulline. It said, while it's not a direct testosterone booster like other fluids, maintaining good blood flow and hydration can help optimize hormonal balance, and then promotes healthy skin. So this is some of the things that it was saying it would do in that post. Promotes healthy skin, which it contains vitamin A and C, and supports skin health. Uh, these vitamins are important for the production of collagen, keeping the skin youthful and resilient. And again, this can help you. These different amino acids that it's talking about, like collagen, which I think that might be an amino acid. I'm not exactly sure, but citrulline too helps you keep. It helps the blood flow and helps keep you looking youthful. You know, it's many benefits to eating watermelon. You know, and what did Esau try to do? Esau tried to mock us. You know, black people eat watermelons. They tried to mock us for eating something that our people understood was extremely beneficial. But then they wonder why why they say black don't crack. You know, they wonder why it's always stated that black don't crack, which we ain't black people, of course. You know, we all different shades of brown, and we are the Israelites. And it's not even just the so-called black people, it's so-called black, Hispanic, Latino, and Native Americans. But they tried to put that stigma on the Southern Kingdom, for sure, with us eating watermelons. But then here it is, we reading all the benefits that's associated with watermelon. Hell, I I don't give a damn. I be going up there to the local farmers market, buying watermelon. Edomites be seeing me all the time. They gonna see my face. I don't care. They gonna see me because I know the benefits of it, and I know what all it does. And then you be having a lot of Edomites buying it too. It says it's low in calories. It's an excellent option for losing weight. It's anti-inflammatory properties, which is good for vitamin C. You know, and that'll help you, basically, you know, help your immune system, keep your immune system strong, help you fight off sicknesses so you don't get sick as well. And then it says it improves exercise performance. And see, I like to work out too, so it's definitely good for staying hydrated, but also it does help you with recovery, like we read above. It's good for workouts if you start eating them regularly. Then it says it promotes kidney health. It says watermelon's high water content also supports kidney function by helping to flush out toxins from the body and preventing kidney stones, which is what that post said. So it helps keep you flushed because of all the hydration, all the water, help keep your system flushed. It has a lot of health benefits, and I absolutely love them. I hate when watermelon season go out. I hate when they go out of season. And this is all the benefits for seeded watermelons, organic seeded watermelons, not no seedless. I don't even know why the hell Esau would come up with that. You eat the seeds too. Why would you make a seedless watermelon that can't reproduce itself, and you can't get all the nutritional value from it because he done take it out? It makes zero sense. So I did more information. So it went more into the antioxidants, which is heart health, the prostate health, and anti-aging effects, which we read about that. The central line and blood flow. It said the blood flow and erectile health. So we had talked about that. It also helps improve your libido. And this is all from regularly eating it. This is not just you eat it maybe like 2-3 days and you just waiting for the results. Like, this is something that it has to be a part of your diet. But our diet in the ancient world was the Mediterranean diet. You know, that's what Yahweh Shai went off of, the Mediterranean diet, which I looked that up next. So it said for hydration and electrolyte balance, which Esau tried to come with his own versions of electrolytes. You know, Powerade, Gatorade, you know, even the body armor, which he be putting sugar in all these different things. But Yahweh Shai created everything that we needed. You know, and you can juice these. You can make juices out of this. Our people was doing this, making juices out of this in an ancient world. You know, our people were very creative. They knew how to live off the land and what they had, you know. So they knew the benefits of it. So they'll make all types of juices and smoothies, different things like that, whatever our people was doing. There ain't nothing new under the sun, so it ain't like smoothies was something invented in Babylon the Great in America. Nothing. Our people was doing all these things back then. So it said health benefits, hydration, electrolyte support, which I read a little bit of that. It says it also contains electrolytes like potassium, magnesium, and calcium, which are vital for maintaining fluid balance, muscle function, and nerve signaling. Potassium, in particular, helps control blood pressure by counteracting the effects of sodium. For active men, replenishing electrolytes after exercise is key to maintain performance. So, like I said, a lot of times after I work out, I'm gonna eat me some watermelon. I eat it in the morning too. And sometimes I eat it throughout the day if I'm at home. So, a lot of the stuff we had already got. Skin and health, hair health. So now, it says the Mediterranean diet is a way of eating that emphasizes plant-based foods, healthy fats, and moderate consumption of fish, dairy, and meats, inspired by the traditional eating habits of countries bordering its Mediterranean Sea. It is known for its health benefits, including a reduced risk of heart disease and other chronic conditions. So let's see. The Mediterranean diet is a way of eating inspired by the traditional dietary habits of countries bordering the Mediterranean Sea, such as Greece and Italy. It emphasizes whole, minimally processed foods, and healthy fats. So the key components: fruits and vegetables. First thing, high intake of a variety of fresh produce and fruits and vegetables, and the type of fruits that Yahweh Shah created is vast. Fruits and vegetables, man, it's vast. He created a lot, and everybody has their own particular taste. Like I said, as of right now, just from the fruits that I even know exist, watermelon is by far my favorite. It says whole grains, including whole wheat, brown bread, brown rice, and whole grain pasta. Now, true enough, and keep in mind, the things that it's naming is untempered. They were untempered by Esau Edom when, especially during the time of Yahweh Shah's time, they wasn't tempered with like they are now. Because a lot of this stuff you think you eating better, which you try to still eat the best from the worst, but for the most part, you think you eating better, and Esau done tamper with it too. It says healthy fats. Extra virgin olive oil is the primary fat source. Nuts and seeds, regular consumption of nuts and almonds and walnuts. Beans and lentils are staples. Fish and poultry, moderate amounts of fish and poultry with limited red meat. Dairy, low to moderate amounts of daily dairy, primarily yogurt, cheese and yogurt. And then it says wine, often consumed in moderation with meals. Yahweh Shah drunk wine. He literally drunk wine. Now this is the benefits of it. It says heart health, reduces the risk of cardiovascular diseases such as heart attacks and strokes. Weight management supports healthy body weight. Chronic disease prevention lowers the risk of type 2 diabetes, certain cancers, and cognitive decline. Improve longevity, associated with a longer life expectancy and reduced risk of chronic diseases. So it says beyond diet, the Mediterranean lifestyle includes regular physical activity, socialization during meals, and enjoying food in a relaxed setting. This holistic approach contributes to the overall well-being. This is how our people was. This is how we lived. This is how we supposed to be. Having a Mediterranean diet with normal activity, normal exercise, and then the type of work that we would do, you'll be working for yourself. And I mean, like, even when we was in our own land, you had your own occupation or thing that you had going. Even if you were working with somebody else, you still doing it for your own people. For the most part, you're doing it for your own people, and you can still branch off and have your own. and eating different meals like this, the Mediterranean diet, from what Yahweh Ba'ashim Shah created, the healthy foods. Women had all type of ideas on how to cook and what to cook and different meal ideas, you know, because well, at one point they had it, you know, when women were actually just still cooking and in the kitchen. They was coming up with different meal ideas and different things that their husband would like or might like, just trying new foods. It's the same thing that was going on in the ancient world. It's nothing new under the sun, you know. So now this is what are the benefits of eating watermelon for women? And like I said, I just use watermelon for an example. It's my favorite fruit, but it's so much you can look into, and getting a healthy diet is something that's a part that's definitely we should be doing in these last days. You know, when Elder Apostle Gabar be doing the In My Kitchen videos, I make sure I save it because he be coming up with some things I never knew, or he be showing things that I never even thought about. I be like, okay, let me get in my kitchen and try it out. So it says watermelon offers a variety of health benefits that can be particularly beneficial for women. And here are some of the top. So I'm gonna skip some of the ones I already read. So here it is: hydration again, which is skin health, digestion, and overall well-being. The rich in antioxidants. So it's the vitamin C supports the immune function and skin health, you know, and helping in collagen production and reducing signs of aging. Again, they always say the black don't crack, and a lot of times they always show the women, but they don't be showing a lot of the men too. But you know, some of the women they be older and they be looking good. You know, they still be looking young. That's our culture. You know, that's a part of who we are. And just imagine you had a nation that was like that. You know, a nation. We were still looking young. We'd be 80, 90 years old, but you looking like you 60. You know what I'm saying? you looking younger than what you actually are. It's a blessing, and we ain't gonna even have to worry about that no more in the kingdom of heaven. We got old age is gonna be a thing of the past. You know, getting old, that's gonna be a thing of the past. We're gonna forever be young. We're gonna forever be young and still get to enjoy all these things, the benefits of like eating watermelons and you know, just for example, just eating the creations of Yahweh Bashim Abashah. So the heart health supports skin health, aids in digestion, which I don't think I had read this, so we'll get it. It says watermelon is high in water and fiber, both of which support healthy digestion and prevent constipation. The fiber content helps maintain regular bowel movements and support overall digestive health. And then weight management. Watermelon is low in calories but high in water content, making it a filling snack. The high water content can help curb hunger and prevent overeating, which is useful for weight management, which is true. Because I know when I live alone. So when I buy a watermelon, I buy one every week. And it lasts me a week to eat it. When I buy it, I cut it down the middle. You know, I take some to work and just be eating the insides, you know, while I'm here at the house, you know. And it does curb your hunger. If you're hungry, you know, you eat a couple bites of the watermelon and it'll curb your hunger. You're going to have to go to the bathroom after a while, but it does do what it's supposed to do. So it says the bone health, now hormonal balance. It says watermelon is rich in vitamin B6, which plays a role in balancing hormones. Vitamin B6 can help manage symptoms of premenstrual syndrome, such as mood swings and bloating. It promotes eye health, which it contains beta-carotene, which the body converts into vitamin A. Vitamin A supports good vision and overall eye health, which can help protect against age-related vision problems. And then it says good boost immunity, which is the vitamin C. And then the last one, it says good for pregnancy. Watermelon can help alleviate some common pregnancy symptoms such as heartburn and swelling. Its high water content helps with hydration, and the potassium helps prevent leg cramps. It's a gentle, easy to digest fruit that can be soothing during pregnancy. So, and I can say that I haven't had a leg cramp in a minute. Matter of fact, I had one maybe like a week or two ago, But I forgot. I think I had did a weird movement or something while I was at work, and yeah. But before that, I hadn't had a leg cramp in a minute, so it's definitely a fulfilling and good fruit. It's my favorite. But like I said, that's just an example of the different herbs that Yahweh Bashim, fruit herbs that Yahweh Bashim Abishai created that we gonna really enjoy in its totality in the kingdom of heaven. So, I just wanted to make a quick video on just going into it was the health benefits of the watermelon, but in general, it could be anything, and it's a good thing to add to your diet. Because that's the most important thing we have to worry about, your diet. That's a part of healthy living is having a healthy diet. And the more we come into this truth and learn, the more we grow, a lot of changes are supposed to come with that. And one thing that's supposed to change is your diet. Because I know when I was still early on in the truth, learning, I was still trying to get everything together, man. I was eating Dominoes. I wasn't eating no fruit. I wasn't going to the store buying no. And this was in my late teens, early 20s. I was buying Dominoes every other week, every week or every other week. Dominoes, eating that damn piece to the point to where the manager they knew my order because they knew my face, they knew my name, they knew everything about me. Every time I came in, they knew I had an order. I already placed, and they knew exactly where it was, and they just handed it to me. But now everything has changed. I done became older, wiser, and my diet, and my overall well being is just different now. And I look up the benefits of certain things to see if I want to, how I want to incorporate it into my diet. But Lord will, that'll be some edifying information to somebody. But on that note, I want to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, the GMS, the Ruel. Peace, love, and salutations to all the brothers out there pushing this word of sincerity and the truth. Shalom to the brothers, sisters, and children that they're keeping this word of sincerity and the truth. Until next time, shalom.